Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I am so glad to see everybody today on this raining cats and dogs Monday, but I will take it. How is everybody doing? Um, well, we can't answer that question because no one's here yet. But I thought I'd ask it anyway. But I hope that everybody that tunes into this later will be able to say that they are having a great day. Um, Even though, like I said, it's been raining all day, I just tweaked it in. Yep. Even though it's raining, you have a good day and everything's going good for you. I hope that's everyone's answer. All right, now, Mister, you got the same first name I have and the same first last name initial that I have. Welcome to the stream. How are you? And I thought I've seen you around before over in was it Mark Shrimp Tanks? If that is where I have seen you, Brian P. And I am also Brian P. What do I win? You win a new car. Hey, we might be related and we just don't know it. It's really weird seeing that when I first saw that the first time. Oh God, where did I see it? I can't remember where I saw it for the first time. Kind of freaked me out. It was like I was looking at my own name, like somebody stole my credit or something. I was like, what's going on? So how are you? There will be people in here in a minute. I don't. Since this is the first time you've been here, New Jersey, nice. Uh, I'm not sure, so I don't mean to sound. I don't know anything about that area, but are you by that Michael's Fish Room? Is he a Jersey guy or he's not a New York? I think he's a Jersey guy. But yeah, I don't like set up my streams to where I like say they start at such and such time because my streams start between 7 and 9. So uh if I don't say a time, then I'm never late. But it's just I don't know. It takes only a couple minutes, then they start rifling in. But like I'm a family guy. Not that other people aren't, but I don't like punching a clock for my own business. In my own house and stuff. So that's why it's between 7 and 9. If I can get here at 7, then I'm here. If I'm a little late, then I'm a little late. But I'm here every night. Uh, so, so how are you? How did you hear about this channel? Like I said, was it Mark Shrimp Tanks or I've seen you somewhere? Of course, I'm not gonna forget my own. There's Aquaballs. Hello, hello. How are you, sir? What is going on? But yeah, I don't really miss people that have the same letters in their name as I do. So, but New Jersey, one place I've always wanted to go. You don't remember actually. No, I don't remember. Brian P.I. No, sir. Can I get another letter? Can I get another letter? Because another letter sure would be nice. It really would. So what's going on, Uncle Balls? How are you, sir? I don't know what the deal was today. Jeff Chambers, I heard of you from Marks. What's up, buddy? Well, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming over. Not much is happening. We're just starting to get a little warmed up here. Get our daily show going, and I went to go start this. Had a important call from California on sizing up a room, and then I noticed one of my sponge filters was all gunked up, so I took it out of the tank, gave it a cleaning, and now I'm back. I finished my Betterec project. You did? How many tanks? How many tanks can you fit on the rack? Oh yeah, but thanks for coming over, Jeff. Just putting final touches. So you made it out of 2x4? That's what I want. That's what I wanted to do with all these, but I thought if I wanted to move them, it would be easier than pulling out screws. And disassembling that way and then putting it back together, because then the holes will get all stretched out, wore out, and I didn't want to do that. Hey, do you know if the mulberry leaf that everyone uses for shrimp food is the fruitless mulberry? I have tons growing in the neighborhood here and could steal some leaves. Fish Tropic, what's happening, my friend? Fruitless? I don't believe so. The mulberry leaf powder that I make is from the black mulberry leaf. It produces like a blackberry, just like the blackberry, but it's of course called the mulberry. It's very close in flavor, but and then the other one is the white mulberry. Um, so I believe because the ones I get off of my tree are great. Now, I've never heard of a fruitless mulberry, but if it's a mulberry tree, I would probably just boil it. Go try to get as fresh as you can. Make sure it's not anywhere near like if like a field where they'd spray for bugs or insects or something like that. And get a couple, boil them, steep it, boil the water, drop it in for about 2 minutes, and then I actually let it sit in there for about an extra 5 and just let it calm down. Then I kind of run cool water, dump out the hot water, run cool water in there, pull them out, make sure they're nice and cool, and then put them in the tank and see how your shrimp react. But if it's a mulberry tree, which I don't know why it wouldn't produce fruit, but I'm not a tree guy, you'll probably be lucky. I mean, the only thing you do is stick it in. If they don't eat it, then you gotta get from the fruit tree. But if it's a mulberry leaf, I'm sure you'll be fine. Jeff Champ, man, some of those mustard gas bettas are too sick. Morris Alba is the fruitless one. I've had mulberry fruit. Is killer good. They're used as a shade tree around here. Yeah, okay. Let me even see. I'll look up the design of the leaf. Oh no, that's a berry tree. That's the white mulberry. If you punch it up, it says Morris alba, known as white mulberry, is a fast-growing, small to medium-sized mulberry tree which grows 10 to 20 meters tall. It is generally a short-lived tree with a lifespan comparable to that of humans, although there are some specimens known to be over 250 years old. Scientific name, Morris alba. Yeah, it even says what's Morris alba used for? Popularly, fruits, roots, and leaves of Morris alba are used for the treatment of dizziness, insomnia, premature aging, and DM2, which is probably dementia. They also have a protective effect against I don't know how to pronounce that. Liver and kidney disorder and inflammation. So yeah, it sounds like you're the white mulberry tree. So you're good to go. That's because they always talked about the white, and I have red mulberry or black mulberry on my property. So I never heard of anyone using it, so I started using it, and the minute I used it, they ate it so fast I couldn't pull enough off the tree quick enough. So yeah, white mulberry, you're good. Yes, sir. Poseidon's Pets, welcome, welcome. Thank you for showing up. It's good to see you here, big guy. You are another one I would not want to run into in the alley. You are another big feller. You don't remember, actually. Fish Tropic says, I need white. I have black or red. Well, I'll have leaves here soon. I mean, it literally has rained from morning until evening, torrential downpours and lightened up some, but it's rained heavy and hard all day. So the grass in my backyard has got to be probably this tall. It's got to be over a foot tall. The front is probably, I don't know, 8 inches tall. So the Chubby Guppy. Chubby Guppy say he ordered his laptop today. What'd you get? Did you order an MSI? If you did, that'd be cool because then we'd be MSI brothers. Pumpkin King in the house. What's happening, my brother? From another mother. What's going on? Yeah, that video you made the other day, Poseidon, was pretty cool. About the growing those top growing plants. Uh, yeah, it's pretty neat. I didn't know that. So it's very informative. Hold on, I gotta adjust a filter head. There we go. Yeah, hooking up that second pump, boy. These tanks are just kicking. The tanks of like, I mean, it's I mean beyond crystal clear, and and the shrimp are out even more. I don't understand. It's you could go like no flow or a lot of flow, but the in between flow is a no go. I don't know. It's really weird. They sure respond to this to more flow though. But yeah, I like it. It churns, stirs the tanks up really good. They're all happy and swimming around, enjoying shrimp life. Thanks, dude. NVIDIA 2080. That's the name of the laptop, NVIDIA. Hey, PP. Pumpkin King says, hey, PP. And Tropics, how's the Aqua Life? I ordered a backup air pump today, too. You made me start thinking about the shared system. I needed a backup. Oh, yeah, it's incredible. My stuff's killing it right now. But here's the thing where I got that idea was I was watching a YouTube video, and I can't remember who it was for the life of me, so don't ask. But it was a woman, and she showed her pump. It was a big pump like the one I got. And she's like, oh, yeah, and my husband made me buy two. Well, he bought me a second one in case my pump dies. I have another pump. And so when I was putting together the idea of making this, my store into a room and locating it all together tight like this, I was like, all right, well, I need a big pump. So I got the big pump. And then the big pump wasn't enough because my airline, that rubber tube I was running, was over 30 foot long just to get to my splitter. There was a lot of stuff that was taking away the air pressure. So, anyways, I bought another pump, which put me in like $300 for two pumps, and it ran it all great. Well, then when I brought it over here, I was able to get away with one pump and wait until I got the second rack to hook up the other one. Now, I still have two racks. I have the airlines run, but I haven't drilled any holes or anything because, I mean, for what? I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to drill them and put them in there. And I mean, I could, but I'll just go as I go. So when I need a tank, drill a hole, pop it in there, turn it on, good to go. But I mean, it doesn't take anything to drill a 3-second hole and stick a piece of plastic in there. So uh, I just thought I'd do things that way. And now the other way of doing it, I don't need as many hookups and, just makes things a little more simpler. Uh, yeah, so Aqua Designs, welcome. Guess we are getting some rain starting tomorrow. I have the house ready except one downspout that I can't reach with my ladder. How was your day? It was good. I did my downspouts. I did my gutters. I don't know, about 3 days ago, 4 days ago, because I have pine trees around the house, and the wind blows, and it blows the. I cut the one down in front of my house because it was only about 5 feet away. I don't want, and that's another thing is I don't want any trees close to my home to where like squirrels can jump on. That's where a lot of people get screwed. They want their house wrapped around with trees, and the squirrels jump over, they jump back, and then they dig holes, and then they get in your attic, and then they piss and shit everywhere, and then you're infested. So gotta get all the trees away from your house. So I did that, but I still have tall pine trees in my backyard. So the wind blows, the needles on my tree, and then next door over there, there's a long row of pine trees that go all the way down, and the needles blow on my house. So I just have to, if I know rain's coming, I just make sure that there's not large amounts of pine needles. And Yeah, it's been raining cats and dogs, has not slowed up or stopped. Yes, but backup pumps are the best way to go. Oh, Asus rocked. Man, whatever, dude. You gonna compete with me now? But I'm glad that you upscaled too. That's good. Now that's the graphics card. It's an i9 Zephyrus GX531. I sprayed insecticide all over my new house. We signed Thursday, so I wanted to make sure we are bug free before I bring all my pets. Do you have bugs? Ants or anything? It's good to go get that white powder. And I mean, everybody I know, they just go around the house and they make like a big line all the way around their house, thick, so ants walk in and out. It's over. And it don't last long, you know. It'll go away after a while. I've got backup sponges and air pumps for most of my tanks. That's good. The only thing I need to get is another pump for my sump. Yeah, you always need a good pump for your sump. So if the sump pump goes out and the water backs up from the rain, ooh wee, you better have some buckets. I hear you. I had 3 extra lines per shelf for projects. Yep. I also have to bleed off excess pressure. Oh yeah. Then you're way too. You have way too much power for what you got if you got excess pressure like that. Can you hear it when you bleed it out like that, or is it something that you can like run let's say like put a put an air valve in it and then run air line like way over to the back of your basement or something and just open it up, and let it come out over there. Dan Slee, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Cichlids23, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. The raccoons got into my attic a couple years ago. I could hear them. See what I'm saying? That's the bad part. They get in, they can destroy your house, but usually they just go up there and have babies, piss and shit everywhere, and then, it's bad for your breathing. It can inflame your lungs, make you real sick, real sick. That's why, you don't want like mice in your house and, because they pee and poop everywhere. You don't want them in the attic. You want to make sure there's no holes. But that's the biggest thing is make sure there's no trees. And then if you do have a hole like in the screen in your roof vent or something, you want to close that up so like a bird can't fly over, notice it, and then hop in, and then they're building a nest inside your attic, because you don't want your attic being called a birdhouse. That'd be nasty. Just think if some pigeons got in there. Wide open, and it whistles for you. Oh, yeah. Speaking of raccoons and basements, I need to rewatch the Haley stream next time. I need a laugh. Why did she have some raccoons in her basements? Or in her basement? Oh yeah, they'll chew electric wires. They'll chew everything. Dang, B, you got all the cool kids here now. Hey, it's what pass the money around does. You fill a couple palms with a couple dollars, and you know, pay some people to show up, and they'll act like you got a good channel. No, I don't know. I just get a little lucky, you know. It's I guess uh word might be getting around or something. I don't know. Might be getting around. I might be doing something wrong around or something right around here. Aqua Designs, my friend got them out and fixed the damage. I like all my trees further back too. My neighbor's tree is gigantic and looms on one side of my house. They won't get it trimmed. White powder? What white powder? Oh, it's an ant. It's for ants. It's a white. It's a poison, but it's not a poison. I mean, you don't want your dogs and cats licking it and stuff like that, but it's a poison, and you just sprinkle it all the way around the house. You know, it comes in a jar. You can get it at Home Depot anywhere. But it's a ant poison, and you just put a heavy trail, and when they walk through it, they get covered with it. So, excuse me. So when they go to their den, they take it down there with them, and that's how it says that you can kill the queen. It's because they're taking it. You know, they walk through and they're literally covered. They look like little ghosts, and they right down in the hole when they get there, and they haul all that poison down there, and they all eat off of them and everything, and because every ant goes to the queen and takes their food, and next thing you know, she's dead. I'm glad it's too hot here for pests like that. All we get is prairie dogs. Oh, aren't they bad as groundhogs, gophers, moles? Isn't that what a prairie dog is? I'm dipping in 2 streams tonight. Oh, you go, Chubby Guppy. I didn't know anybody else was on tonight, but it's probably just all fish. Well, you're a fish guy anyways, right, Chubby? So yeah, you would be over in another, because you do both fish and a little shrimp. You missed me last night, Brian. I streamed almost 3 hours. What? Why didn't you send me a text or something? I didn't know. Uh, diatomaceous, diatomaceous earth, like seven dust. Yeah, Jeff Chambers. Jeff Chambers, welcome, welcome. DE food grade is fine, just don't inhale it. Oh yeah, it dries them out. Oh, okay. It's kind of like those tea bags I have to kill the snails in your tank. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Work like that. Kill everything dead. I got one pack left. I haven't heard him talk about selling anymore. I don't know if he's selling anymore. It cuts their exoskeleton. It dries their body out. I would get Amdro ant bait. It's my favorite. What's the other one? It looks like a little tub of cheese and crackers, and it's got a clear. It has a clear, like a sugary base in it. They go in it. You put it out on the front porch and come out 2 hours later, and there'll be 50 dead ones just in it. But they go in it and they eat it, and they die. Boric acid. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. What Chubby said. Chubby guppy. What's that say? Chubby, chubby, chubby. Guppy, guppy, guppy. Chubby guppy. It's Bob Steenfot. Okay, thanks. I forgot about that stuff. I just don't want it to hurt the birds or rabbits, but thanks. I'll get some tomorrow. Yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff out there, but to be totally honest, to do it right, I mean, look, I'm 47. When I went to go sell my parents' house after my father passed away for my mother, I found stuff in my dad's garage. It was like, I mean, it would kill anything. You open it and it just the smoke, like an old cartoon, hold on. They were dying out. Like an old Scooby-Doo cartoon or something, I mean, and I got it in my garage. I thought the bottles were cool, but they come in glass and, it's all that stuff that kills everything. And it's just, I'm not saying that you have to go that route, but sometimes, I mean, to really get down to the nitty gritty, you gotta, put stuff down that'll really get rid of them. I mean, like I said, only lasts, a few days, and probably gets blown away. It rains, so more or less you want to like to do it on a cool morning when it's gonna be real hot, because ants love to travel when it's hot and dry. So put that stuff down, let it go the day, and I mean, if you're worried about it or something, I don't know, give it a couple days and hit it with a hose and wash it away if you're worried. Mike Green, hello, welcome, welcome. Someone's got kids or a stoner. Pasite. Chubbs Aquatics, welcome. What's happening, my brother? From another mother. So fun to say. PP both. Get out the hazmat suits. Yes. Right. Zoinks. Yeah, there you go. Zoinks. Sadly, no packet. Are you kidding me? You still don't have anything today? Does your tracking say it's like lost in Timbuktu? That's a joke. Kills everything, makes you impotent and sterile. Hey, that's exactly what you want after you have a few kids, right? I mean, who cares? I mean, I'd even snort a little bit of it just to make sure. That sucks, Dan. Yes, that sucks bad. I can't believe it. Jeff Chambers, bro, I got so many Bloody Mary shrimplets. Figured out my water was too soft. Been feeding Mineral Junkie and added a bunch of crushed coral. Yes, sir. Harden her up a bit. That should do it every time. But see, that's what I was talking about yesterday. We were talking about the stream yesterday was finding that sweet spot. Raising your, because I was talking about how Chris Lukop's doing his shows again, going to all the big breeders in Germany and any country he can go to where he doesn't have to quarantine himself. But he's going to Yuri's house. He's going to all these guys' house, and they're running their TDS, which is micro Siemens over there, but they're going between like 320 and 380, which is over 150 micro Siemens or 150 TDS. So, but that's for Caridina. So, those guys don't even keep Neocaridina. So, I mean, that's why I was saying I sell the GH Plus liquid. So what I'm going to do is go around and start putting one drip a day in all my tanks until, like you're saying, the tank starts to explode. Then I'll test the TDS and bam, that's my number. That's where they want to be. And then I'll try to put them all at that new number, you know. Dan C still says in transit. What? Last point of reference was still in Michigan? It's still at my post office? That's really crazy. Yeah, Bloody Marys. I really, really, really enjoy Bloody Marys. I don't know. I mean, it's their color, of course, but like mine, they're they get really, really, really dark. Like getting like some look like they're gonna, like they're getting black in them. They're really nice, but it's just really pretty shrimp. I really enjoy them. They're nice shrimp. Still says in transit. Man, I wish I would have known. I would have asked him when I was there. I don't even know if I have the ship or the number anymore. UPS guy somewhere with a 5-gallon in his truck and some sick shrimp. Yeah, driving around. It's on a little pedestal. It's Jim Carrey. Smash the like button. Thumbs up. Dan is the IG wizard. LOL at Pumpkin King. Instagram wizard. Call the post office. You may have a leaker. It will stop them in transit. Oh, I don't have a leaker. But what I could do is, Dan, send me the number. Because I think I threw. I don't know. I don't know if I threw it away or if I put it somewhere. But send me the number, and I'll just go up there tomorrow and give it to him. Be like, look, I mailed this out. It still says it's in transit in Michigan. And see, if it had an issue that it was still in Michigan, they could just send it right back to me. I would have had it back by now. But $5,000 total followers on Instagram for Mr. Dan Slee. Well, my tap water comes out around 40 TDS. Got him up around 180 now by skipping a few water changes and crushed coral. Added a huge pothos so I can hopefully just top the tank off every week. Wow, 40? Wow, that's low. Yeah, I mean, you could always get some, minerals. I mean, it doesn't have to be Salty B GHKH. I mean, it could be what's the other stuff I got made by Brightwell, I think, or something. It's a remineralizer. Because you're just doing tap water, so it's not like it's not Caradina. I mean, all you want is your hardness up. So just buy a lot of pet stores. My LFS sells it. I have a jug of it, and I put it in like my cichlid tank and stuff. I don't even measure it or nothing. It's like, I don't know, once every 4 or 5 months, because I just put in tap water or I put in my wastewater on my RO and I just go over there and dump about 3 scoops in and, that's it. But yeah, it's Brightwell. But it's a remineralizer. I mean, like I said, you don't have to use a big brand name to remineralize just plain old RO water. Yeah, TCG and been checking it a couple times a day. Man, that's upsetting. Yeah, send it to me, Dan, and I'll contact them tomorrow. Yeah, 'cause I think I threw the receipts away when I was setting all this up the other day, moving everything, so I figured it would have got there. I've never had a lost package. Well, I mean, it's not lost, but see, I sent it out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It'll, man, I can't believe it still says it's in Michigan. I don't know. It's just USPS delayed. I know, but I can't believe it still says it's here. My daughter helped me do hat Instagram post from today. Took her like 12 seconds starting in Snapchat. LOL at Dansley. Someone shipped me a fog machine and he forgot to empty the fluid. I got a call from the bomb squad asking me what I had shipped to me. Ha! Will do, Brian. It's in Facebook Messenger pic you sent me. Oh, yeah. Duh. Okay. Leaking oily liquid. Fish Room Fever. Welcome. Dang, Chubby. Dan, 25. Fever. I had to go to UPS to claim it. They would not touch it. YouTube, UN subbed you again. Grr, Chubby Guppy. You can get some remineralizer. Yeah, get some remineralizer from the fish store. Yeah, just look in Messenger. There's a picture of the receipt. Yeah, I'll do it right now so I don't forget. Because I know if I don't do it right now, I'll be sitting here tomorrow going, where is that? Yeah, lots of ways to do stuff. Just figure it out. But can take forever with those apps. So they are user intuitive, not logical. LOL. Hey, Fisher Fever, Streetwise. Streetwise, what's going on? Fisher Fever. I got some shrimps on the way. Yeah, oh yeah, everybody's package went out today. Hold on, let me write this number down real fast. All right. Sorry about that, Dan. I'll see what I can do about it tomorrow, brother. I will see what I can do about that. I'll call somebody and yell at them. All I do is sit and watch my subscriptions. Fish Room Fever. Yeah. Uh, here's another video. All right. Yeah, I should go get that. Receipt. And give you guys your tracking. Awesome, thank you. They'll be going in a tank I set up with Peck Tech. For YouTube, Chubby Guppy, this is like the third time I've heard you say you were streaming, and then I think I didn't see it. Right. Damn, another stream after Bob. I need more ears. Ha. I know there are some good programs, apps that do it specifically, but I don't really make thumbnails. Streetwise, Brian, will your software do auto green screen with that wall behind you? Got me, dude. I had to learn how to hit go live on this sucker. Like I told you, this stuff's you, dude. I'm this. I'm hammers and tools. Hold on, I'll be right back. Viva! Yeah, this is what happened to me today. I got up 9:30, came down here. Well, actually, I got up at 9:30, had my wife made a pot of coffee, had some coffee, came down here, packed my orders, taped them shut, took them upstairs, had some more coffee, shot to the post at like 1 o'clock, came back and sat on the couch on my big, huge lazy boy rocker, and I slept till, I don't know, 5:30 when my wife woke me up with dinner. I haven't taken a nap since I was a kid, so I don't know what it was, but something knocked me out, so I didn't do a thing today. I ate dinner, hopped in the shower, went to come down here, and like I said, then I got a call about office space in California and some dimensions and best way to set up kind of like an LFS in this office space. So I had like a little meeting, and I hurried up, got off of that, and I seen a filter was all gummed up, so I took it apart, cleaned it really fast, cleaned the piping, put it back in, and on here I came. So that's why I didn't send knowing their tracking info. If you would like it, I could put it on here. If not, I could take a picture of it and send it to you tomorrow. But it's right here. I sent out 4 packages today. Yeah, installing. Yeah, Streamlabs OBS. Like I said, Streamwise, you're the guy. I mean, You're an IT guy. You smoke me at this stuff. I don't know. I bought an expensive computer so I could hit go live and then click go live again, and I'm live. You know, taking this number and putting it over here and doing this and that. These are things that I'm learning as I'm going. But I need something simplistic right now. Excuse me, because of the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing, setting this room up. You know, getting the breeding going, getting everything going. You know, I'm trying to do a lot so I can bring it here to give it to everybody. So my learning of this, I'm not pushing this so hard right now because I got it where it's good. You know, I went from garbage dropping out every 20 seconds to this. So it was money well spent, but I had to get a few more things, you know, to bring the shrimp room to where I want it, to finish it. You know, it was driving me nuts. That's probably why I fell asleep today and took a nap. It's been driving me nuts. What I'm going to do with this wall, what I'm going to do with shelving, how I'm going to make it look. And then, I don't know, me and my wife have a thing to where we just sit down and start talking about it, and then the ideas just pop into our head and we just run with it. So that's where this idea came in. And I mean, I literally got lucky. I didn't have to cut nothing. Somebody stole the big ends, put in smaller ends, and left the real long arms. And I mean, you know, I'm a man of faith, and that's all I need to say. And, you know, someone looks out for me every once in a while. So now I have the 90 inch. I have a little doorway over here now. I'm going to block off the back. My shipping department worked incredible today. I got my light over it, all my tools and my baggies and everything. And, you know, everything worked really good today, you know. So I was able to stand up, do everything, you know, because I had all the shrimp pulled from yesterday. So they were just sitting up there, you know, and a lot warmer because they're up higher. So down there it's a little cooler. So yep, added extra water to them, and you know. So Lazarus, welcome, welcome. I like that. Lazarus the fish boy. Ha ha ha. I love your tanks. Thank you very much. A long road. I mean, not like 2 years long, but probably a long couple months of doing it myself. Because if my wife can't help, I mean, it's all me. I do the show. I built, you know, put it all together, get the tanks. I feed the shrimp. I clean the tanks. I pull the shrimp. I do everything myself unless I'm swamped. Then my wife comes down and helps me, no problem. So I kind of, you know, I kind of like it that way. I mean, I love the help, but you know, she's busy doing her own thing. She doesn't need to be bothered. But I'll ask her. But I feel bad if I have to ask her for help because then she has to stop doing her things that, you know, her daily routine that she chooses to do. But yeah, it's really sweet. I really enjoy it. I have 14 more tanks and I'll be done. Oh, but one of them I gotta go pick up tomorrow. I need something bigger for the prawns. Gotta have something bigger for the prawns. I can't, so I'm gonna get a 35 long, I think. Matter of fact, I had to feed that big guy. But I have some prawns on the way to add to the prawn I have to kind of replace the one that died. But you know, they're bigger, so you need room to move around. What I'm thinking of doing is I really don't want to mess up my racks here. You know, by putting a long tank, you know, I lose a lot. So I was thinking of doing is I could put it on this table, or I could get a bench for up against the wall. I could put it about a foot up in the air and just have it sit right there. And then get those 20s right there. I'm going to drop those down to these down to 15s or 10s. And so I'm going to put those shrimp up here. And that's really going to suck because those extreme King Kongs, they breed a lot. But, I'll put them over here. They can breed all they want in a 10-gallon or a 15-gallon. And then the Fire Reds down there and the Amanos that are in there, they'll go in another one. And then my Extreme Blue Bolts over there will go in one. And then that's it. The fourth one over there is my Pleco grow out tank. So that's going to go all the way over by the 120 by the fish because, it's fish. So go over there. And then the top tank that I pull the Extreme Blue Bolts out of, I'm going to put the tank pack full of Super Red Severums in that 20 long so they can grow out really nice in there, and then I can start selling those when they get to a good size. And then these two tanks, I don't know if they'll just become overflow over there. Depends on how many babies these Severums decide to have. If they're really close together and they bang them out like the Plecos do, but I'm going to need another Pleco tank because I already have 400 in a 20 long. So soon I'm going to have to start pulling those out, taking them, or I'm going to have to start selling them, so, got people want Plecos, they're super sweet. If you want some, let me know. But Gavin Helgeson. Well, hello and welcome to the chat from Orlando, Florida. Get the Florida boys up in here. How are you, Gavin? Thank you for joining the stream. If you're new to the channel, could you hit the thumbs up? And could you hit the subscribe? It really means a lot to me and my family if you did that. I would really, really appreciate it. That would be super cool. Get my numbers up. Trying to get my numbers up because I want to be able to, you hit 1,000. YouTube allows you to video on your phone. So I'd like to do, a lot of videoing on my phone, because I could do so much more than, if I didn't have to do it on the laptop, then I could actually get the table and everything out of here and just start, filming differently, So that's a little thought that I've had. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can feed some tanks and maybe we can look at some shrimp. There was no feeding yesterday, so they might be pretty darn hungry today. Good 10-4. Jeff changed start breeding L26 out. I have L333s. Yeah, I have bristlenose plecos, and they breed the brown and they breed the albinos. And then I have with that I have one big male and two females, and I have 3 L33s in there, 333s. The Kings, I have 3 of those in there, and they're starting to get bigger now. I've had them for a year or so. I think a little over a year, about a year and a half. And then I have the female got bullied by the other females, so I had a pair a breeding pair of long fin calico plecos, but they wouldn't let her eat. They like forced her away, and so she ended up dying. So now I have the male in there. So there's only 2 males, 2 females. Hey, Streetwise, thank you very much. All right, thank you so much for your donation. Camera fund, yes. Thank you so much, sir. I really, really, really appreciate it. My family appreciates it. You don't know how much we really appreciate it. More than I can say. Thank you. Let me grab this bag of food. And Streetwise, I just want to say that I've noticed. I mean, say thank you because, like, you know, you've been donating to us, and I want to, say I appreciate. I remember all this, so it's, thank you so much. Why isn't anyone trying to breed purple violet neocaridina? I've been trying. More cameras fun. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, Luke. Luke's upstairs watching cartoon. I keep forgetting to feed the new food I've been getting that I'm selling now. Just downloaded Streamlab ciphlid new species. What isn't anyone? Oh, why isn't anyone? No, I don't know, Gavin, because it's if you're not lucky, I mean, you just get a tank full of wild shrimp. I mean, you could sit and mix shrimp all day long. You can take a tank and put 2 colors in there, and pray that you get what you're looking for. There's a possibility, but there's a possibility you're not. So I mean, yeah, why not do it if you have the room and you know, uh, but I don't know. I really don't know anyone that as of right now that's doing it. I mean, I have room for 14 more tanks, so I'm going to be taking on breeding projects and hopefully sponsored by some subscribers, maybe like Fish Tropic. My moderator brought up that maybe I should have make it to where subscribers can choose what they want to breed in my shrimp room. So you guys would, if you sponsor a tank, you can choose what's in there, and then we see what comes out. So ooh, what the fuck is that? Piece of plastic or something. All right. Da 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 What's up, Coop? How are you tonight, brother? On this great Monday rainy day. Love it, love it. Redfish, bluefish. How are you, my brother? How are you? How are you? I was just checking out another one of your videos today while I was doing stuff. Not much to say really. Stupid infection. That's stupid. Oh yeah, the plants. Yeah, the plant infection. I'm sorry. Hey, dude, you gotta teach me all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. For if it got on my mosses and stuff. You gotta show me what that's all about. Setting up new aquariums, etc. Oh, dude. Yeah, I can only imagine. Like I said, with me, I'm so my education with plants is so. I have a horticulture certificate. I wanted to get into landscaping and start my own lawn service and stuff when I was younger, but I didn't. But it was more in landscape design than it was. I can combine two different trees and stuff like that, but I don't know all that stuff you're talking about. So I was like, man, I need to learn some of that. Cooper Cichlid says, Monica, I was trying to donate $5 USD. It would let me Streamlabs. Monica's not here. Fish Tropic is here. But doesn't it have the Coop? Doesn't it have the donations part where it says donations? Click on that, and I think that's where you do it. Donations are appreciated but not expected. And then you click that, and it takes you to the PayPal thingy, and then you do it that way. I believe it works because Streetwise just sent me some for the camera fund. So, um, yeah, I think Monica's sick. Because here's the thing: is Danikin Aquatics said on his show yesterday that she was sick, and she called him, said she wasn't going to be able to make it on the show. But I mean, she was on here yesterday just watching while she was quite sick and nauseous and all that stuff, major headache. So haven't seen her tonight. Hopefully she's okay. So if anyone's oh, there she is. Oh, I'm here multitasking. Wow, look at that. Well, I'm glad to see you. As a sailor, it was cool to see the harbor park. You're a sailor, Streetwise? My cousin was well, two cousins were in the Navy. Streetwise, are you a retired veteran? Are you a veteran? Or are you just own a boat and you sail around? Because I give big discounts. I give discounts to veterans. I mean, that's one of the big things that our company's built on here is giving back to the people that put their lives on the line for us. So that's like Danikin. He ordered from me, and that guy wouldn't let me give him a break for nothing. So Yeah, that's a good question. I was just reading that question, that's why I went quiet for a minute. Oh, for anyone that wants to know, these are crystal black shrimp. See what I'm saying? I don't even know. Well, I'm sure you guys knew I had them, but they're way on the other side of the room. Now they're not. Now they're right here, arms width away. So let me see, how it is with this light. The lighting's different. It's way in the back of the tank. So, and they're pulling the food away. So I only, I only have so much zoom, you guys. I don't want it to look crappy. Let me watch. Hit this autofocus. Wait, oh, that's not bad. I do like this camera because I could click left, right, up, down, and I don't have to touch that sucker. So, oh, and streetwise, I don't know how long I was thinking about last night. What you said, especially this morning when I got up to fill the orders. I was like, man, if I had a camera over here, I could like video it while I'm filling these boxes so people can see if they know, like if people know, excuse me, like let's say you have an order that's going out tomorrow, I can get up in the morning and hit click and start videoing it. You'll know that one of those orders are yours. And if you can see what I'm, what order, if you order multiple or something, you'll actually know which one's yours. So that's pretty cool. I was thinking about that. That was a very good idea. Thank you for that. Thank you for that idea. That was a very good idea. Let me try to tone this light down. Nope, too much. That's not horrible, but it's not the best. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. No, sir, no, sir. So, yeah, see with the light sitting on the tank, even all the way in the back, it's still a very bright light. And that's the bad thing with these shrimp being white, with them being so vibrant. That light reflects off of them so bad that it gives it they look like angels. But look at them flipping that food over. Now this is the new food. I could put any food in here, and the Crystal Blacks are picky. I don't know why Crystal Reds are picky too. I don't know, but it's you just have to keep feeding it. I haven't fed it since I got it, but the one day, so no one's everybody's gonna be like, what the heck is this? So, but I really believe in the company. Everything I get from them, like I said, from Mucha, from this company, everything, their foods are incredible. My fish grow really good. I mean, my shrimp grow really good. Um, I don't ever see a negative side to it. It doesn't cloud up my water. It doesn't do anything negative. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'll sell it. Because when I got the first bag, it said baby girl on it or something. I was like, you ain't naming this food no baby what? It's like for shrimp babies, it's like baby girl or something. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. So, but they ended up naming it Sapphire. So it's got a little shrimpy on it. But yeah, it's nice. It syncs immediate. Um, Great packaging. But packaging doesn't mean that the shrimp will eat it or that it's good food. Totally understandable, because that's the first thing that I would say, and because that's how I look at it. You know, so now it looks like, hold on. It looks like I'm getting a glare over here from over here. So let me shut this off. Yeah, it's a little better. I guess that's not horrible. I'm not sitting in the dark and I can now film this side and not need that side on. Look at that. Because if I turn this back on, yeah, see, it gives me a big glare. But if I turn it down, watch, it'll start to flicker. Oh, if it don't, that'd be great. I can live with a little flicker if you guys can live with it. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's comforting. There we go. Woo! I just wish they weren't so far away. And then the red calcios, I fed them too. I don't know what they're going to do. Nothing. So let's switch to a red and see what a red looks like. Or here, let's do this. No, that would be the zoom. And fucking. These are the blue diamonds. See, having the light in the back, it makes it a little harder to catch them up front. Let me see if I can adjust it. That's better. Yeah, so those are the blue diamonds. They have the black patches on them. I call it like armor. But they just, some will have it, some will have a small, some would, can be, all black, but it's the diamond part that's what gives them what they get. Check your PayPal. Yes, sir, Mr. Cooper. I got it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Cooper. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate it so very much, sir. Thank you, thank you. I just wish this didn't look so bad. Camera fun. Thank you, sir. Ryan, your orange really have 4 of those blue in their new 3.5 Streetwood. Brian, your orange reallys have 4 of those blues in their new 3.5. 4 of those blues. I'm not. What are you saying? Can you send me an invoice? Cooper's Cichlid. Oh, yeah. Oh, matter of fact, Coop, hold on. They're not around it. I was going to put the camera on them if they're eating. Hold on. Sorry for the scratches. As I said, I do buy used tanks. You got to save money. But these are my blue sapphires. These are probably my favorites out of the Neocaridina because they're blue and, well, of course, duh, but they have like that. Some of the females have like that white or that blue powder over the top of them. It's not a back strap, but it covers them even more. It's super cool. And then they have the males and even some of the females have the dark. It's like an inky black on them, but these are called blue diamond sapphires. Like the blue diamonds, they're patchy, but these blue diamond sapphires are all around different, at least to me. And that's why, I guess they're super sought after. I got them and I've been breeding them since day one, so they do really, really good. Just tell me how much to send. What is this? Camp Fun. Do Pintos breed true, but just not the same pattern? Yeah, but well, they don't breed true. You can get other shrimp out of them also, but it's not like it's a washout. You might get, let's say, out of 25. Well, you could get a lot of them that aren't pintos. So I don't know a number, but with like black pintos, I know people that have 4 or 5 tanks of black pintos just because they want the stuff that comes from them. Because from black pintos and red King Kongs, you can get blue bolts, blue steels. Um, I mean, you can get tons of stuff that's super pretty, and you know, and it's the real deal stuff. And then you can start breeding those, and I mean, they're just gorgeous. I mean, having a whole tank of Black King Kongs is sweet. I like mine because mine are black bodied, white, small stripes. They're not the white body. They don't look like crystal blacks. You know, they don't have the white body with black stripes. They're black bodies with small white stripes. So I only have one. I think there's one in there. I sent one to Priscilla. I think I have one that's white bodied with black stripes. I think I have one Missouri, but the rest are all black bodied with white stripe on them. Small, thin white stripes. I like them a lot. Can you send an invoice? Yes. My local fish store Blues will meet your orange reliefs because I ran out of tanks. My LFS Blues will. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you're gonna put them together. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yes, sir. Cuckoo. What did you want, Coop? You just want those black rose? Yes, Mike. The shipping price is the same as the bacteria as shrimp. Yeah, because well, it should be. I mean, weight wise. Oh, you're talking the little bottles. Hopefully not. I'm gonna put that. I can do like let's say if I go to send you a small one, I'm wondering what I could put that in, you know, to mail it to you because the smallest package would be the best, but I'm not sure. Um, excuse me, I'm not sure how little their boxes go. So if the littlest box is the one that I sent you the other day with your shrimp in it, then it's a set price. Or I'll have to find out. But look, I can pay the shipping on it, and then you just pay me back, so you don't have to send it to me, you know. But my wife said she was gonna check on those bottles today and see where they're at, because they should have been here. Of course, everything. Black Rose, 20 pieces. Um, yeah, bubble envelopes if they won't say anything about it. Good night. Black Rose, 20 people. Bubble envelopes. Everyone have a great night. Gotta lay the rest of this tile. You're laying tile? I didn't catch all that. Boy, I've really been out of this, haven't I? Yeah, it's gonna be Coop. It's gonna be 172. And for those in the chat tonight, hold on. For those in the chat tonight that weren't here yesterday, I was talking about the hike in shipping for the shrimp. So I'm being charged per shrimp. You know, all prices are going up. Well, I'm not raising my prices. I'm not raising anything. You know, everybody's prices are going up. You know, my shrimp are homebred, but you know, everything's going up for shipping. So I'm not raising any prices that I have. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna to make it so I don't lose on shipping and stuff and bringing products in and everything is I'm not gonna cover the shipping anymore if you spend over $100 until the coronavirus stops. Then I'll start doing it again. But anything I bring in, I pay 20 cents more per shrimp. So, and even shipping going out, everything's costing more. So, I mean, like bringing in all the bacteria and the GH plus and everything, I got to pay extra for that. Anything anybody wants in the shrimp room, I got to pay extra for that now, and I mean, it's not going to kill me, but if I don't pay shipping, but veterans will still get a big, huge discount. I could give a shit, but I'm not going to pay for right now until it's over. I'm not going to pay shipping until the coronavirus is over, just so I break even, which is fine. I'm not trying to make a profit on the shipping. But if it's going up everywhere, then I gotta roll with the times. But I will not raise the price of my products. I won't. So shrimp, everything stays the same. It's just I just won't be doing the free shipping on products over $100. So if everyone's cool with that, then we copacetic. I mean, to me, it's fair because I'm not raising any prices. So, everyone else will be. I mean, look at pet stores are. So, I mean, the fish stores. Fishy Biz Aquatics. How are you, sir? Welcome to the stream, sir. I know Fishy Biz Aquatics. He doesn't know me, but I watch his videos quite a bit. I do like his tanks. They are super cool. These are Blue Diamond, Sapphire, Fishy Biz, Michael Lynn, super cool, Streetwise. You should disconnect shipping. Shipping does not scale for shrimps. Yeah, it's fun. I just started with pirate ship. Hopefully it's going to save me some money. Fishy Biz, that's wild. Fish Tropic Black Jesus. How's it going, Detroit Shrimp? It is going good. How are you doing, sir? Yep, I've watched quite a few of your vids. Quite a few of your streams there, sir. What was it? Was Aquarium Co-op at your joint one time? I watched that. He come over and check your stuff out. That's pretty cool. he said Sand Lee. Dan Slee. That's Pig Latin. So I didn't tell nobody yesterday. Had when I was filling the buckets, I didn't have like an over. I don't know what the heck the deal was. I was draining my 120 and running water and everything, and went into the room over there, and the carpet was wet. I have no clue why. There was no hose laying there, so something happened I didn't know about, and the carpet got wet. So I kind of had an overflow. Cleaned it up good, but I'm telling you, it's like a nightmare that never stops. Yeah, it's like a nightmare that never stops. It's you have one overflow, then you have another one. Oh, look, a pregnant mama. Yeah, I like it when I see this tank buried. Yeah, because I love these shrimp. These are some of my favorites. Look at that blue on that one on the bottom. And see, with these with these sapphires, you can get your call on with these too, because if you wait for them to breed, and then if you don't want the really dark ones, move them to another tank. Keep the lighter ones in a tank, but they look like little gems. They're, I don't know. Blue Dreams looks. Would you stop? Stop! 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 Go on. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Blue Dreams look a certain way. All the blues look a certain way, but the blue on these sapphires is really nice. What? What? Stop barking. But I really enjoy these. Oh, really? Now you're down here? Boy, oh boy. Yeah, hit that like button, please. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it. If you're first time here, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Oh, Lumpy Dog, sent your order out today, sir. So I don't do YouTube videos much anymore, but I may do a Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics unboxing video if that's okay with you, sir. Yes, I would appreciate it. I like people seeing how my stuff shows up. Everybody in here, always says how good they show up, but the only one that's done it, Cooper Cichlids. I don't know if you guys see Coops. He's like, man, all this. God, does he wrap it? Oh my God. But I have a method to my madness with my bags. Um, I want to make the bag kind of tight. So I tie it, but then I wrap tape around it and I snug it up to put a little pressure on the bag so there's no sloshing. It's a thing. It's a method that I use to try to stop the banging in the bag, so my shrimp show up real healthy and all of them alive. And my response is very good. I don't have complaints of dead shrimp. Um, if one died just because one died, fine. I'll cover it. I'll send you more. I'll refund your money. I'll do whatever. I mean, that's why I don't put like be home in an hour, you know, from the minute that they're delivered. I mean, if you get home 4 hours later and it's been sitting out in the sun and they're cooked, well, you're cooked. But I mean, if they show up and you get them and you open it up and, a couple are dead or something, yeah, I'll take care of it. But that's why my packaging, I try to do things a certain way so they travel a certain way. I don't want water sloshing around in the bag. That's like a no-no to me. I mean, that's like somebody puts you in the back of a big huge box truck, like a shipping, like let's say a UPS truck, and they go down a dirt road at like 80 miles an hour and hit big huge potholes and you're standing back there. That's how I'd feel a shrimp would feel like in a bag of water. I don't want them just bang slapping the wall. So, that's why I try to tighten the bag up, and then I pack it so snugly in the box so it does not move whatsoever. Like I said, Jim Carrey drop kicking a box is, how I picture the USPS handling my mail. So I try to make it so everything, because, to me, they're more than just shrimp. I've raised them. So they're important to me. And I feel horrible if they show up and they're dead. Because then I'm like, well, what if I would have waited till tomorrow? Would they have all still been alive? I don't like to get into that thought process. So that's why I do everything I can to make sure they get there. And then sticking the foam walls, the foam bottom, the foam walls, and everything. I can see how it may help a little bit. But if you think about it, Have you seen some foam in these boxes? I mean, for one, it's not airtight. So think about like a cooler that you keep your lunch in. You close that thing, that sucker's airtight. If you put cold in there, it'll stay cold. It's like a thermos. If you put hot in there, it'll stay hot. But over time, it'll still cool down. So in the wintertime, yeah, okay, I could see, but still you're going to get freezing cold air getting in there. I'm sorry, but you can't stop it. If it's not airtight, you're still going to get freezing cold air in there. So since it's starting to warm up, I was just like, forget it. I'm not doing that no more. And I got the packing peanuts from UPS, and they're not the ones that snap apart real easy. They're like really strong, so they're reusable. So if I send them and someone, let's say you send stuff and sell stuff, you can reuse what I'm sending you. You know, I just don't put a couple in there. And so, you know, I can't control the weather getting into that box. So I just have to make sure that the travel from my post office to your home is as comfortable for them as possible. You know, because most of the time they're indoors. They travel from my post office to your post office. Then they sit in your post office in a heated warehouse or whatever. I mean, it's still 70, you know, degrees in there or whatever. And then they get loaded onto a truck and get driven to your house. They shouldn't be sitting outside. So I don't have to, like, you know, keep these things boiling hot. Now, if it's the dead of winter, yeah, okay, you got to put a heat pack and stuff in there. But still, if you put a heat pack in there and still have it packed full of packing peanuts, in my opinion, they'll still stay warm. You know, so it's just, I don't know. I use the foam wall. You know, I put all the insulation in there in the winter time, but now that it's not winter, I switched it up. So hopefully, people like the new shipping. And like I said, my goal is to get the shrimp there alive, not beaten up, not stressed out, you know, not dying after 2 days. I need them there as safe and sound and as good as I can, you know, because look, Dan's waiting. It's been, what, 5, 6 days now. He's waiting. Cooper Cichlids waited 7 days. They got there fine. You know, I need my shrimps to be able to travel longer than they're supposed to and show up alive. Not worried about putting styrofoam sides in there, you know, to keep out something I can't keep out. Because it's not the only way. I mean, you would have to tape all the seams on the box on the outside. And that cardboard's so thin, you know, coldness gets through it. You know, there's just no way to really stop it. I mean, I'm sure it helps, but right now, with the weather changing and it's warming up, my main concern is getting them there in one piece. You know, so that's why I changed the packing. So check it out, see what you think. Just set up my first planted tank. I have 9 guppies in there with some oriental swords, red swords, and some pygmy. Can I get shrimp, and what do I need to keep them alive? Give it to me real. Guppies, yeah. Swords are a little pickier. Here's the thing, Fissy Biz. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even with guppies, you know, it's you know, everything is you know, because they get a certain size. Some guppies get big, and you know, they could peck at a shrimp till it dies, and then they could tear it up. Will they eat the babies? Yeah. Will they eat them all? Probably not. But if hey, get out of there, Colt. Hey, Dogs are digging in something. Hey, what are you doing? Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. I don't know. Guppies. If it was just guppies, I'd say yes. But swords, I know. I mean, they're to me, swords were always a little more aggressive. You know, it's not like they attack anything, but they're tough. I should say they're tough instead of aggressive. If you have, it's a planted tank, so that's a bonus. They have places to hide, but if you have a rock pile, it's a huge bonus. And moss, some sort of moss. Because if they can hide and like come out at feeding time, well, then the fish are all eating. You know, everyone's got full tummies. They're going to come out and eat. Or if they come out late at night in the dark, you know, stuff like that. But the question is, you got to ask yourself is, do I want my shrimp to be hiding all the time from the fish? I have shrimp upstairs in my son's tank with guppies. They do just fine. But it's guppies. It's some neon tetras and stuff like that. They do just fine. So if you get it really planted to where there's like I said, rock piles, mosses and stuff like that, you'd be able to keep shrimp in there. But I'm not saying that you're going to be able to breed them, nor am I saying that they would last like a really long time. But I don't think the guppies alone would hurt them. I can almost guarantee the guppies won't mess with the adults. I mean, they might once in a blue moon, but that's about it. Like I said, I do it. And I've had guppies in there for, I don't know, 8 months. And there's, shrimp, and there's still a lot of shrimp in there. And they're breeding because I have wild shrimp in there. So that means that the Neocaridina are breeding, making the wild shrimp, and those are in there. So babies are living. But I'm going to say what I always say. No fish is good for shrimp. Unless they're itty bitty bitty nano fish, but they'll still eat the babies. So that's my answer. You know. Oh, I'm sorry. Well then, yeah, it used to be fun. Why did I think that the red sword was a Molly? Yeah, a sword tail. Yeah, sword tails are not nice with shrimp. Yeah, sword tails. Swords are plants. Oh, yeah. If you just got guppies, yeah, you get shrimp. Yep. Yeah, but have a lot of place for them to hide. So the thing is, just keep the guppies, you know, feed them. Don't let a guppy starve, you know, because believe me, if they're hungry, yeah, something's gonna happen. Somebody's got to go. But yeah, if it's just guppies, I'm really sorry. I read that wrong. I thought you were saying you had like mollies and stuff. But yeah, you can do guppy or do shrimp. Yep. Well, there, Mike says, yeah, his guppies ate them. I don't know. My guppies don't eat them. I know tons of people that have shrimp with guppies. So here's the answer. It's up to you. I have it in a tank. I've had fish in shrimp tanks for longest time. And of course, as you see, there are horror stories. So I guess, because, regular shrimp, it depends on what you get. I mean, they're not cheap, so I don't think you want to just throw them out the window. So why don't you just start a shrimp tank right next to it? Or, just, I mean, you got room, all those racks you got, throw up you know, a 5 gallon or something. Or, I mean, I got fives right here that, are great. I'm slowly coming to realization that I don't have enough free tank space to raise up African butterfly cichlids to a decent saleable size. Now what? Take them back to your pet store, your LFS. I had them. They were cool. Uh, they're not a fast seller. Um, yeah, I'd take them back, get rid of the headache, not worry about it anymore. Because they like a dead still tank. They really don't like movement. They're skittish. They're all sorts of not what you really want. So you just gotta take them back, trade them in, move on. You know, it's probably the best. That's what I would do. Autosynclus, yes, autosynclus are muy bueno in a shrimpy tank. What are the water parameters for Neocaridina? Um, hard, hard water. GH of you know 8 and above. Well, low, 6 plus. K to 4 plus. A TDS up to around 350. Maybe 400 ain't gonna kill them. Not as in like kill them, but they'll enjoy it. They like hard water. But if you have like my tap water is the TDS is 98 to 102. GH is 6. KH is like 3 to 4. Um, they do good in that, but I started giving them my wastewater, which the GH is 10 and the KH is 5. Um, and the TDS is almost 180. Hey, what's going on? What? What? Tell me. What are you guys doing? What? What do you want? What? What? What's he barking at now? Go see. Go on, go see. Go on, go see. I'll go see. All right. What's going on? What's he saying? I don't speak lab. My guppies don't even look at my shrimp. See? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It depends. That's it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I can't do this with you barking in my ear, Gunner. We gotta go upstairs. Come on. Come on, runner. That's it. That's it. Go, 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 go. Hey, did you check the bottles? Shipping in? What did you bought? Okay. All right, all right. Okay. Yeah, my dogs are, since I started streaming, they're getting used to coming down here and barking because they want me to come up and give them a treat and then like let them outside. Well, it's pouring rain all day, so and I already gave them their treats. I gave them their meat sticks earlier, so they're not getting no more. They only get it once a day. Don Cervantes, good evening, sir. Yeah, I don't know why lumpy dogs, African butterfly cichlids would not be shippable. If you know what those are, Dan, they're really, really cool. But you have to have a still tank for them, which would probably be a shrimp tank, maybe like a planted shrimp tank where they could hide over into a corner or something. They don't like flow. They like to sit very still and like hunt on the top of the water, kind of like a frog or something. But punch them up, they're sweet looking. Who let the dogs out? I almost did. I'm planning on sending them to Dan's Fish. Need to get them to about 1.25 before shipment. Ah, so grow out space. Think about Sterilites. Those can make some awesome temporary tanks that stack for storage. I like those tanks that LRB has that he keeps his uh, I can never remember the name of them things. I don't know what the name of it. I got one upstairs and I can't even think of the name of it. Bettas. Yeah, those plastic containers that LRB has for his bettas. Those are nice. Those are the blue sapphires, Don. And I always remember because sapphire is my birdstone. So under a camera. Sorry about the scratches, guys, but like I said, here at Detroit Shrimp, hey, we do what we can to get tanks, baby. We do what we can. It's we spend it where we need it. And my dumb butt, I had a guy that got rid of all of his 10-gallon tanks, and he was gonna sell them to me at 25 cents a gallon. He had like I don't know a lot of them. Well, now I knew I was going to need more for a rack, but I didn't know if I was putting it here or where, and I didn't know how many I was going to need. So I told him, I said, I'll get them. Let me get them. Well, I seen him the other day. This has been a month. I see him the other day. I was like, hey, you got them tanks? He's like, no, I gave them to old boy, and he sold them. So, or I gave them to him. So I messaged him. I said, hey, you got those tanks? He's like, I think I might have one in my garage. So, uh, I then I called Petco to see if they had a dollar a gallon sale. No, I called Pet Supplies Plus, see if they had it. No, Petco said call at the end of the month. Theirs might kick in. So now I need 14 more tanks, and I'm not paying like Chubbs Aquatic said. Yes, Chubbs Aquatic said. Um, you go on Facebook and stuff, and people are, which hey, I'm not gonna dog them out. Not dogging anybody out for making a dollar, make that money. But aquatic stuff is up. Right now with everybody staying home, so everything that was cheap is now more expensive, and everything that was free is now not free. It's just cheap. So I mean, 10-gallon tanks are going for $30. I mean, $30, $40, and it's like before a plain old used 10-gallon tank would be $5. Well, now, I mean, people are smart and they're paying attention, and which is good. It's just not good for me. So, but yeah, a guy's got a 35-gallon long, 35 by 12 by 12. He wants $50 for it, brand new, which is good because at my store it's 91. And then he's got a 5 foot by 12 by 13. He wants $100 for. And that's really what I want for the prawns. But I mean, because I want to make a biotope, the prawns, killifish, all that stuff. But yeah, Chubbs Aquatics in here, boy. He got some stuff. He got some killifish and all sorts of stuff you don't see much. Chubb's got some good stuff, boy. Hey, you look up the killifish he got. He got the smallest live bear killifish that there is. I mean, it's not super colorful like the other killifish, but it's a fish you don't see much because everyone always has golden wonders and all the LFSs always carry these certain ones. Well, they don't carry these because they're not as prevalent. You can't get them as much. There's only certain places like you go to certain states get have they stock different stuff than every other state. So certain places have more stuff that's more, available to them and easier for them to get. So, yeah, least killifish. Yeah, the least LEAST killifish. And they're really nice because they're small. So if you have nano tanks and stuff, bam, there you go, put them in there. But he's the one that's helping me create this biotope, get plants and everything to show it like in the wild, because I'll have my prawns in there, different colored prawns, the plants, little killifishes, and then there's another fish he's gonna send me. Put a few fishes in there, and I mean it's still, still in the shrimp thing, because they're prawns. So the main focus on the tank is the prawns. It's just you want to make them feel like they're at home. So, put the other stuff in there so they're super comfy. So they feel like they're still, at home. So, yeah, Mr. Chubbs is helping bring that to Detroit Shrimp. Something different that no one else has. So we're quite excited on getting that. I just have to make the decision if I go with the 35 gallon or if I go with I think it's a 40 or 50 gallon, but yeah, it's 5 foot long by 12 by 13. That's a big tank. That's a long tank. And and I don't want to put it on my rack and take up, because the one is 48 inches, so that's 4 foot. And I don't want a 5 foot, so I'd have to put it on a stand somewhere, or even put it up high, like put a shelving unit or something and put it up high because that won't weigh too much. But I don't know. There's just so much, man. There's just so many ideas. All right. Those are the ones that look like tiny arowanas. No. Fry rack. Yeah. I have a supplier I can get them from. Not cheap though. What's that? Those plastic things that LRB has? Those little tanks? Have you seen the 33 long dimensions? Yeah, it's a 33 or 35. I thought it said 48 inches by 12 by 12. So it's like a stretched out. Well, it's wider than a 10 gallon. but just not as tall. Yeah. Because it's 12 and a half, a 10 gallon's 12 and a half, and he says this is 30 or 48 inches long by 12 inches wide by 12 inches tall, and the other one's 60 inches long by 12 inches wide by 13 inches tall. So I'm thinking if I get the 35 gallon, I could put four prawns in there. Yeah. But if I got the 60-inch one, that'd probably be a little better. But I don't know. Because let me see what this is. If I got the 30, or no, that's 30. That's 4 foot, so it's bigger than this table. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, good. You haven't signed it yet? Good. It gives me a minute to get things together. The butterflies. Oh, no. The butterflies don't look. Yes. Yes. Kind of like an arowana. Yeah, because they have the wings that come out and they sit out on top of the water. Then they have the tail in the back, but they're brown. Yeah, African butterflies. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like an arowana. Yeah. That's my favorite fish next to discus. My quick search 48, 13, 12. All right, yeah, that must be it. 33 is a short 55. Yeah. And yes, on the plastic containers. Well, yeah, I didn't think those suckers were cheap. I'm sure he got them cheap because they probably sponsored them to use them to say, hey, I can use these for, fish and, and it started business. I mean, why not? They're cool, but jumpers. Yes, they are. They are jumpers. Well, that's what I'm saying. They spook easy. So they like water with no movement, little to no movement. They don't like noises. Yeah, you gotta keep a lid just like arowana. One fish I do want, and of course it'll go over there. One day I'll get it. Is I want one of those gulper cats. I've had Walago catfish. I've had catfish, but I like a tough looking catfish. And those gulper cats, they're nasty. I had a Walago that ate my arowana. I bought a little baby arowana, put them in my 90 or no, my 120. Came back down the next day. I'm looking all over for this thing. Go down there and underneath the rock, the catfish was under there. The big, huge belly. I said, yeah, I don't think so. I scooped him up, put him in the bucket, take it back to the pet store, and he puked up the arowana. I was like, nope, sorry. We ain't talking. You're going back. So I took it back. And yeah, that was the worst. He bought like 2 pallets full of them from an auction. A lab was selling them in bulk. Normally hard to source at all. Yeah. So, okay. Well then, yeah, he really got lucky. Yeah, because those things are nice, man. Especially clear, the clear, like plastic. Because look how much a drip cup, or I mean, a dip cup costs. A bigger, you know, a big size dip cup, they're like $16. So just think what those things are that keeps as better as it, because those got to be probably what, a gallon, at least a gallon. I would say half. Well, I don't know, half gallon. I bet they'd hold a gallon of liquid, and he keeps them less than that, so nothing jumps out. I think, but I bet those are a gallon. Like 3.5 gallons are pretty wide screen, but I think the 33s are even wider than high. Yeah. Well, the thing is I want to, it's for the prawns. I want it wide. I mean, I was even thinking of just emptying out a 20 long, but I mean, the prawns are small that he's sending. They're only 2 inches right now because we don't know how they'll travel. So we're sending smaller ones to get them here to check, how they travel, make sure that, we're adding enough water, this and that and the other. And so we'll get them here. But I want to have enough room that they're far enough apart. I mean, a 20 long is 30 inches. That's not bad for like 3 prawns. I'm not trying to get 10. I mean, one of those tanks would be good actually. I just need a 10-gallon to pull all the shrimp out, take all that substrate out, put it in a 10-gallon, put the shrimp in there, put it over here, and then just like put sand in there because I think I'll do sand for the prawns and just pack it full of live bacteria and all the bacteria. I'll squeeze a bazillion filters in there and then stick the prawns in there, and then when the fish show, stick the fish in there and, plants and, just see what we can grow and, make it super, super cool. You know, I think it's a cool addition. And then I could put like the tank over on the table here, you know. But I think it'd be a really good addition to the shrimp room because I don't know anyone else that has prawns or that videos it on there. Hey, look, it's a shellfish just like the shrimp. Ooh, look, that one was buried. And so, I'm not going outside of it to show fish or nothing, but if there's a fish in it, it is what it is, but, it's a little biotope. So, and they were used. Dance, the ones like Lucas has brand new are like 25 total before shipping. Yeah, oof, yeah. But here's the thing is, well, the bad thing is no, yeah, they hold the bettas, which is good. Bettas aren't cheap for, you know, I mean, one betta can pay for one plastic container. So you figure he has to sell every